Hello, my favorite Sagittariuses. I am so excited to read for you. As many of you know that have been in my Discord, I love you guys. Many of my favorite people are Sags. You guys are amazing. I mean, you know, the ones that are evolving, that are trying to. There's a few that I'm just like, wow. That's every sign, though. Every sign. Anyways, I'm super excited for you guys to be here. My very first Sagittarius reading. A really quick caveat, if you will. The camera that I purchased, which came highly recommended, is not so great. So it's going to be a little blurry. I'm still going to get the messages to you, though. And I promise that next week it's going to be much better. So yes, didn't realize it, until I set up my space and was all ready with Aries, and that's when I saw it, and I was just like, oh. But luckily, this is for fire signs for Monday, and you know what? It'll be better next Monday, and they'll also come out a lot earlier because it was just fun, fun, fun today. Anyways, I'm serious. I actually had quite a bit of fun. I spent time with my parents, so and I got in a really nice hike. So I am ready to read for you guys. I already shuffled the cards. I'm going to be using, I don't know why I'm going to show you, but this is called the Spiral Tarot. And I really think it's Jan Spiller. I will make sure and edit the description box when I figure that out. But it is one of my oldest decks, which is exactly why I keep forgetting who it's by. I probably first got this deck when I was 14 or 15 years old, and I'm not going to tell you how long ago that was, but know that I've been reading for 25 to 30 years. So it's been some time, and it is one of my favorite decks. I actually think I might have been like 17. Anyways, that's not important. The important part is that it is one of my favorite decks, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope it brings you some really good messages for this week. These tarot readings are always going to be timeless, so whenever you find it, that's when you were meant to find it. If it doesn't resonate, you could come back later and see if it resonates then, or just check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs if you are a Sagittarius Moon, or whatever, Sagittarius Sun. This is open to all Sun, Moon, Rising, Venuses. Of course, if you guys are cross watchers and you just check it up on your person and how their day's going, I don't know, ask them. Because I know a Sagittarius will ask. But yeah, if you're someone who is not, you have a crush on one, be bold, my friend, be bold. Anyways, so let's get started. Let's get into it. This is going to be pretty short. If you have seen my other readings in my Discord server, which will be linked below, you know that they're not always short. So this is just me trying to get some of these out of the way. So like and subscribe if you like this one, and make sure you comment down below. All right, so Sagittarius, what's going on this week? What do you need to know? Next 7 days or so, what's going on? We are today, as I'm filming, in the middle of a new moon. Oh, listen, you got the star card right away. Again, it's really not the best quality, but there you go. This is one of my favorite star cards. There is a little nudity on there. Luckily, it's blurry because I don't want to get my channel shut down before we even start. And let's keep going. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. I'm sorry, for Sagittarius Spirit. What can I do here? Sagittarius. What is going on this week? Oh, possibly a reunion that you had been hoping for. Angels Divine. Okay, this came out together, so I'm going to keep these two together. They literally just fell on top. So we're going to keep those apart, and that is your reading. Oh, you've got the Ace of Wands as the bottom of the deck energy. So there's definitely a new beginning happening, possibly a passionate one. With the Six of Cups, this can talk about nostalgia. This can talk about thinking of someone from your past, hoping and wishing that they come back. And when it's combined here with the star can be dreams coming true. I see it a lot of the time as healing. your wounds. The Star comes after the Tower. So the Tower is usually, you know, unpleasant change, but it's necessary change. And so this is you, you know, realizing that and healing and integrating those lessons that you learned from the Tower card. But I mean, honestly, it's also oftentimes seen as a wish coming true card. With the Six of Cups, I think that it's very likely, it's very possible that you have a reuniting with someone that maybe, you know, was from your past. It could be an old childhood friend, it could be an old boyfriend or girlfriend. But it is someone that you knew before. Also, if you believe in past lives, it could be someone, a soulmate from your past life. A lot of readers see this as a soulmate card. I just think it's a very sweet energy that reminds you of, you know, good times. The High Priestess, you know, if you are in my server or you get my server's readings on a daily basis, you know that I believe the High Priestess is the you know what you know card. The High Priestess is saying that I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't already know. Okay? So the High Priestess is saying, especially, listen, it just dawned on me that we have 3 major arcana cards. This is a good week, you guys. This is a very, very significant week. A lot of people with this new moon energy. There's a lot going on. Oh my gosh, this month there's just a lot going on. We've got 6 planets going into retrograde. Don't freak out. It's okay. We'll be fine. And this is what it's saying, is there will be fine. You do have with Judgment, there's such a strong possibility of someone coming back from your past and reconciling. This is definitely like a rebirth card. You know, the traditional Judgment, if I could show you, I would. I want you guys to go ahead and just look it up online then. But it usually signifies one of the not one of the angels, but Archangel, I believe this is Raphael, is actually calling all of these souls home, you know. And so there is, whoever this is gives you this sense of peace and home. Whatever this is gives you a sense of peace and home. This could also be, you know, you returning to a job or a work scenario that you really enjoyed, you know, that gives you the feels, possibly after some time, you know, with the Star card coming after the Tower, of not being happy, you know, feeling like everything was crashing down around you, and finally it's like, oh my god, I feel like I'm back at home. If this is love, it's definitely a passionate one. Ace of Wands usually is a brand new beginning, but this could just mean that you both grew up, you know. This could just mean that you're not the same person and they're not the same person, and you know, maybe it's time to try things again. I usually say don't, but you know what, it could work, you know, if both people have grown. And with all of this major arcana energy, I would say yes, these are very positive cards to me. And the High Priestess, if you are in that High Priestess energy, or your partner is in the High Priestess energy, both of you know, especially if you're mirroring each other. But this is a wonderful start. Let's keep going. Do I have all of my cards over here? I will read these later. These ones are actually my own deck. We are going to start out with Kyle Gray, the Angel Guide Oracle deck. And Spirit Squad. It's Angels Divine. Tell me about Sagittarius' week, please. Tell me about Sagittarius' week. Just 1 card, Spirit, for this week. Next 7 days-ish or so. Oh, that one just... Friendship and union. Right next to the Star and 6 of Cups. It did land right between, but, you know, I meant to do it over here. And the bottom of the deck energy for that is spiritual growth. So definitely, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be a friendship, but, you know, I don't know. I just think that if you are supposed to be with someone, you should be friends with them too. So it could very much be a very significant week for you, Sagittarius. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about Sagittarius this week. That one wanted to fly out, but it stayed in, so we're just gonna maybe take a look at it if it stays where it's at. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. It wasn't meant to be. It'll fly out again, trust me. If it's meant to be. Spirit Guides, Angels Divine, Sagittarius this week. This one is Rebecca Campbell, I believe. I just took a peek and it looks like that card was Soul Family. So that would really, with that Six of Cups there. And Judgment and the Star. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what actually did fall out was the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So this feels very Judgment card with me. The bottom of the deck energy is Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You guys are going through, yeah, with all this energy. This is a really good reading. I'm just, wow. I love this. So I do think that something beautiful is happening. You know, you may have felt like you were going through the ringer, and you may not have wanted to believe this, but I just feel with the Star card, this is saying that you're crossing the threshold, and once you get onto that other side, it's absolutely beautiful. And I wish I could show you how stunning this card is. Hopefully it'll come out in next reading. But it definitely feels like a tower moment, and it feels like the moment after the tower moment. Literally like you're getting up and beginning the healing process. So this actually does fit with everything that we're seeing right here. And then finally, this is the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. Another very beautiful deck. Spirit Guides, Angels Divine. What does this oracle want to tell my beautiful Sagittarius? What would this deck like to say? What would you like to say to my beautiful Sagittarius? Just one card, please. Every time I say that, then more than one comes out. So maybe they'll take me serious this time. They give me nothing. You're cute. Just one more card, please, from this deck. And then we'll move on to my deck. Almost. Almost again. All right. Coming to life. A word. I don't know. Like, let me know what's happening. Tell me in the comments. Join my Discord. Let me know what's going on, because this is amazing. This is such incredible energy. Whatever you have been going through, y'all are about to step into something beautiful and wonderful and happy, and I cannot tell you enough about how good this is. Some significant numbers here. So 2 plus 9 is 11. We've got 20 and then a 2. So 222 or 220 might be important to you. And then we have 6 and 17. So that would break down to 8. So those might be important. You might be 29. I've seen some people look at numbers like that. But the number 29 might just be important to you, or 2 and 9. If any numbers kind of resonate, like if you were listening to me and you're like, oh hey, I saw like it was 629 earlier or something like that, go ahead and look that number up. I usually look 629 angel number or spirit number, or what does 629 mean? You know, you might get a very significant message there. You guys are on the precipice of something great if you are not already in it right now. Okay, so the next decks that we are going to be using are actually mine, and I apologize. First of all, you can't see it anyways, but my handwriting's not great, but I can read it, and that's all that matters. So the first thing that we're going to ask about, Sagittarius and their finances and career spirit. Can you let me know about the Sagittarius finance and career sector for the next week? Money. Okay. Hey, girl. All right. Or boy, or they, or them. The point is, you'll be very wealthy. Affirm this. Also, bottom of the deck energy is promotion is coming. You are going to be very wealthy. Affirm this. So, however you affirm things, whatever it is from your culture, just say it's happening. Put your hand on your heart and say, I'm going to be very wealthy. And believe it, picture yourself. Look at how fancy her clothes are, you know, going back home and she's all fancy. All right. Spirit guides, angels, divine. How about a message about love? Even though we got quite a few of them, but I would love a very specific message for my beautiful Sagittarius about love. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. All right, so what I'm hearing is actually, if you are reuniting with someone and you're, you know, you're pretty excited about this, but they were toxic in the you know, in the past. If they haven't changed, then of course run. That's a false, you know, soulmate, false twin flame narrative, and you know, I would never. Okay. I'm getting two things because the bottom of the deck energy says that this is your other half. So one, you could possibly have been in a relationship a long time ago, or maybe in a past lifetime, and this person was not the right one for you at that time. They were, you know, toxic. They were needy. They, you know, felt like they were sucking you dry, kind of thing. You will know. You will, especially with the high priestess telling you here that you know already. If they have not changed, get out. Just and block them. Never unblock them. Learn from me. Don't ever unblock them. Keep them blocked. But if this is a person that has changed, that has grown, maybe you were the catalyst to this change and they are now your other half. And maybe you knew that back then, but you were like, there's no way I'm marrying this. Like, nah, you know? And maybe they've actually changed. It's possible, okay? Not for everyone. There are some toxic personality types that will never change. They will become self-aware and they will have a YouTube channel talking about how great they are because they figured out that they were toxic. I'm not even joking. Okay, so if that feels familiar, please, know that if they are truly toxic, do not stay, do not pass go, do not collect more toxicity in your life. You don't need it. You've got some really good things coming out, and toxic, very toxic people, all they want to do is see you miserable, and they will not stop until they do. So they're not going to change. Let it go. All right. But the other scenario is actually that this toxic person is on their way out. They could have been the tower moment. They could have been the thing that brought you to your knees. And since you're healing, you're attracting this soulmate, and they are your other half. Okay? Take what resonates, leave whatever does not. Especially if you're in my server, All right. And then the final message is going to be a message from Spirit. So, Spirit guides, angels, divine. What does Sagittarius need to know from their spirit squad, their angels? Who's coming through for them? What do they need to know? All right. This is always beautiful to come out. What flew out was allow the universe to support you. And then the bottom of the deck energy says, see yourself the way we see you. The lens is pure love. I channeled these messages, so sometimes I'm like, oh, that's sweet, because I forget when I channel half the time. So this was very sweet. They see you as pure love. Your guides, those on the other side, your ancient ancestors, the divine, just looks at you and is just like, wow, we love her so, or him, or they so much, So, yes, I love to end on that. The universe is supporting you. If you have this toxic person in your life, when I see this card together with this card, I'm letting you know that that toxic person doesn't stand a chance against your spirit squad. So just know that, they're out there. Do your work, make sure that you get them out of your life. But I want you to know that if they're sending you bad vibes or bad energy, your spirit squad is not having that. All right. So this is your very first reading from me. I promise that it will get longer. Join the Discord, join the discussion. Let me know what you love, what else you want to know on a weekly reading. I kind of like to keep them short though, but we'll see. All right. I love you guys already. Please join my Discord and subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Bye.